Why, hello everyone! I'm your lovely host Innocent, and welcome back to Innocent's voice acting advice. Or, as I like to call it, Yeva! Today's topic is accents. I believe that one can do any accent in the world no matter where they're from. It just takes a lot more time than you think. Personally, when I was younger, unlike many other voice actors growing up, I was not obsessed with impressions. I was obsessed with the different types of accents from all over the world. Now, both accents and impressions are important for voice actors to grasp so that they can further their journey. But I believe that accents hold a higher power over impressions since, well, with accents, one can use that to their advantage to land more jobs. AKA, accents are more practical to master than impressions, but both are important. With either of these things, we're going to start with the basics. Where's your voice coming from? There's typically 3 places where your voice sits: the front, the middle, and the back of your mouth. There can be outliers and in-betweens, but those 3 are the most common. To start things off, identify where your natural accent and voice comes from. For me, I speak mostly from the middle of my mouth, but slightly forward. For reference, here's how I switch between where my voice sits. To bring it forward, I start to whisper, as with how quiet you need to be, your voice naturally rests at your teeth for easier pronunciation, with little volume. And to make it seem more natural where your voice sits, you just raise the volume, for that everything is coming off of your teeth, and you hear your tongue a lot. To bring it back, I make a deep voice, and then I just bring it to the right pitch. These can be different for everyone, but it's good to know how to do so. So go and experiment on ways that are easiest for you. You done experimenting? Good, let's move on to the next step. The key to mastering any accent is to study. Oh, wow, I know. There's no one-stop shop to mastering all of the accents. Gonna fucking put a dislike on this video. No, okay. Hear me out. Because the world is so large and language is an ever-expanding form, you really need to study up on these things constantly. You don't want to be Kevin Costner in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, all right?
And faced with the price for it may be dear, I, for one, would rather die than to spend my life in hiding. The sheriff calls us outlaws. But I say we are free. And one free man defending his home is more powerful than 10 hired soldiers.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a British accent. Now, how do we study? We listen and we mimic. What works best for me is finding a YouTuber that I like the voice of, that's in my range, and trying to mimic how they pronounce words. For example, let's go back to the British accent. My general accent base for this is Jessica Kelgren. Jessica is a deaf YouTuber who shares her life and motivation to others online with the help of her carer and wife. Now, I took a shine to her in particular because her voice is very calming and her dialect sounds rather sophisticated, and frankly, I find that nice on the ears.
But I am not the norm. I really love my bed. No, I really love my bed. I have a thing called chronic fatigue, which is pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. I jest. There are a whole range of other symptoms. This video is just about the most obvious one.
You can do this with any accent of any language. And hell, the next best thing is moving in and living with someone with the accent you need. When listening to these people, I recommend someone in the same voice range as you, be it male or female, and someone whom is native to whatever accent that you need. When studying these people, take note of how they pronounce their vowels. Most of the English language is made up of vowels, so it's pretty important when trying to mimic an accent. Note anything out of the ordinary with how they pronounce things. Aluminum, aluminium. Tomato, tomato. Airplane, aeroplane. Things like this will make the accent more believable. Other words to note are ones that might not be used in your dialect or country. For example, elevator or lift, shopping cart or trolley, and so forth. Yes, I know these are all British-related things, but I'm trying to stick with a theme here, okay? Sure, this will take a long time if you want to master a lot of accents, but start small and expand when needed. For instance, if American, start with a bunch of American accents. We got your Southern drawl, your New Yorker, your Minnesotan, your retro surfer Californian dude, your Texan, your Boston, your general news reporter, and so much more. Pick a few that you think would be useful or easy and start with those. I know this wasn't what everyone wanted out of an accent video, but I'm not here to teach you how other people speak. It needs to come natural for you to make it believable, so practice is key. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have any suggestions or requests for other Eva topics? Leave them in the comments below. Or you can @ me on Twitter. It's @creatinglove. I'm more than happy to help to the best of my ability. This has been episode 11 of Eva. Break a leg and go out there and voice act to your heart's content. We never speak of that. Anyway, if you liked what you just watched, feel free to click or tap here and it will take you to the latest video on my channel. Or you can let the YouTube algorithms choose a video it thinks you'll like. Magic! And of course, you can click or tap over here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come join the cult! We're always open to new members. Anywho, I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!